Hey everybody, this is 5-Minute Chef bonus edition. So I just want to go over with you guys like some of the best kitchen equipment and some of the worst kitchen equipment. This was kind of inspired by a friend of mine, Mike Simmons, who just retired. Congratulations, Mike, who is learning to cook and be a house mom, even though he's a man, on some of what's the best kitchen equipment and what's some of the worst kitchen equipment. And when I say worst, not necessarily that it doesn't work well, it just is difficult to use. They don't even prepare us in culinary school for that. So we're gonna start off with the worst and work our way to the best. So we know what's good to spend our money on and what's just really not. So one of the worst pieces of kitchen equipment that I've ever worked with in my entire life is the mandolin. And with Halloween right around the corner, this is perfect because this device is like, dun, 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 dun. It's the monster of the kitchen. I can't tell you how many times working in a kitchen, I've cut off part of my hand using this guy. So, what is this guy good for? He's good for making waffle fries and shredding your cabbage extra thin to make that coleslaw and all kinds of cool things. But, however, his blades are really, really, really sharp. So get ready because he'll eat your hand up along with the vegetable. My suggestion is, if you want to use a mandolin, get a cut glove. They're super cheap. They're on Amazon. They're great. They make them really comfortable. And ladies and gentlemen, please buy them to fit. Don't buy them smaller than your hand. Buy them to fit your hand. They make them very comfortable now. Bought a couple up for my stepdad because I love him. So look into if you're going to have a mandolin, spend the extra money, get a cut glove. They're like, anywhere from $6 to $10 depending on what you're looking for. And they're not just good for the mandolin, they're good for just cutting around the kitchen. So, mandolin, worst thing I wouldn't necessarily have in my kitchen or wouldn't spend money on, but if you're gonna have one, get a cut glove. My next least favorite is the burr mixer. Or as my former boss, who will not be named by name, calls it the boat motor. I have a small one. I do use it every once in a blue moon, especially with the holidays rolling around. I'll be using it to make lobster bisque or puree my pumpkin for that pumpkin pie that I'll make in 15 minutes or less. So the burr mixer is good for a lot of things, depending on what brand you get. This one's obviously a great one because it's a great brand, but not really necessary for a kitchen. You could pretty much do what this does. You could do it in a food processor, or you could do it in a blender. But is it super handy? Yes. So it's not the worst one in the kitchen, like that guy, but I don't necessarily know that I would buy it if I was tight on money, if you know what I mean. So, burr mixer, we'll put that one back. Okay, now we're moving into the category of things you should spend your money on if you got some extra dough. It is Christmas rolling around and we're all making our Christmas wish list for mom, dad, father-in-law, mother-in-law, see you there. I love this bad boy. This is a air fryer. So I love the air fryer for a lot of reasons. It's got a lot of stuff that's pre-programmed in it. It fries my food with the least amount of oil, and I don't have to worry about burning myself, which I'm kind of notorious for. Even though I have a culinary degree and I was an executive chef and a corporate chef, I'm good for burning myself. I'm pretty clumsy about that. So this guy, he makes it all easy. And the best part is, he's extremely lightweight and portable, which I like. In fact, my husband often takes him to work with him to air fry him some food for dinner. So, air fryer. Not really at the top of your list, but should definitely be on the list. Now, getting to the top of the list, and this bad boy definitely needs some muscles. He is the ever so famous, centuries old. Your mama used one, your grandma probably used one, and now you're using one. It's called the crock pot. You can't live without it. And in future videos of 15-Minute Chef, I'll be showing you how you can do all kinds of crazy things in the crock pot that I love. You can make molten chocolate cake in the crock pot. Thank you, Ellen Kyles. You can make shrimp creole in the crock pot, which I love. You can make gumbo in the crock pot, which I know a lot of old school people are against, but trust me, when you taste it, you're gonna be like, wow, This is pretty much the same as the regular pot. And the great thing is, working moms, you throw it all in, you set it, and you forget it. So crock pot, put it at the top of your list. Now ladies, if you don't have one of these, I suggest you immediately go on strike and get one. It is called the rice cooker. And I love it. I used to catch a lot of flack from my dad about this, my real dad. Because he was like, you're a chef. You should know how to make rice in a pot. My husband can make rice in a pot. Not that you're not a good cook, hon. But why? Why would you want to do that? When you can get this little guy, he'll do it all for you. You dump everything in, you turn it on, and if you're really high tech like me, you have it plugged into a device that's hooked to Alexa that you can say, turn on the rice maker, baby. And she turns on that Wemo device, and this sucker kicks on. Or you can be even at work and turn it on through the Wemo device. Rice is cooking, so when I get home, the rice is already ready, and I can just start, I don't know, frying my chicken in my air fryer. And I got a meal, and it's going. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is this guy. Super controversial. Nobody knows what the hell he is, and nobody knows what this hole is. I'm glad there's not kids watching this. Nobody knows what the hole is for. Let me tell you. Thank you, Rocky, at work, for explaining this to me, even as a chef. He put it together. Let me show you what this guy is for. If you are cooking and you don't know how much pasta, to put in the water for one serving, this guy is going to tell you this, not all this, is exactly one serving for you to eat in the pot. And if you want to, you put it in. That's what the hole is for. And then these lovely little teeth keep pulling the pasta up and mixing it around so it doesn't stick together and clump. So when you pull it out, it's nice and spread apart for your pasta. This guy is super cheap, super efficient, helps your life out, and helps you not overcook too much pasta, and then you're left with a bunch of leftovers, and it doesn't undercook your pasta. So everybody's like, I didn't get enough pasta. Now, I will tell you this. If you cook too much pasta, that's okay. A lot of people don't know. You can put cooked pasta, even though a lot of Italians right now are wincing. You can put cooked pasta in a Ziploc bag and stick it in the freezer. And then reheat it in the microwave. Sometimes that trick helps out. You know, when it's just you at home. Okay. This is what I like to call the $1 million device in your kitchen. If you don't have them, leave right now and go to Dollar Tree, Walmart, Kmart, Kmart, I don't think they have those anymore, Target, wherever you shop, and get these two guys. This is a small one. This is a large one. They're called the $1 million device in the kitchen for a reason. These guys get everything out. I use these for canned stuff. I use these for big stuff. They get everything out for you. So you don't waste a dime. These two guys, they living for your money, and they're helping you out. So these two guys just went to the number 2 slot. Now, I'm gonna tell you who has the number 1 slot. And when I tell you, you ain't even gonna believe it, because you're gonna be like, really? I mean, really? Ladies and gentlemen, and if my friend Laura from Birmingham, Alabama is watching, Laura, I gotta tell you, you started this problem. It's a good spoon. That's right, it's a good spoon. So back in the day, when I first started cooking, when you're a line cook, the key to great things is your spoons. These 2 spoons, these are antique spoons that I got on Magazine Street at an antique store, and I love them. They're perfect. I wish they were a little bit deeper, but they're good. And these 2 guys, I like them. They help you get me sauce out, the vet. Spoons. Spoons are important to your culinary success, especially in the 15-minute chef world. But good spoons. You gotta have spoons. spoons to taste, spoons to do sauce, spoons to deliver the food, and spoons, just spoons. It's crazy. Spoons, number one. All right, guys. So if I missed anything or you have any other questions, hit me up. There's a message key on Facebook, and let me know. Or you can even put a comment on our YouTube channel. Hope you're enjoying these videos. Hope they're helping you out. And if you have any questions, like I said, hit me up. I'll answer them. Thanks. Y'all have a great night.